It's Thursday. Are you ready to hear Mrs. Noreen's fun fact of the day? All right, so this is one of my chairs in my office where I sit when I teach you every day. Let me show you. You can kind of see it behind me right here. I'll show you another one of my chairs that I like to use too. So this is another up here is another one and I can exercise while I'm teaching. So if I'm ever out of breath, this is my fun fact. It might be because I'm on my bike desk instead of my other desk. So now you've learned 4 fun facts about me this week. I'm going to be asking you to learn some fun facts about you as we go through the year in attendance questions too. Let's go look at Thursday's work. So for today's attendance, you are going to do a DIBELS practice. This is just to prepare you for next week so that those of you who have not done this before are prepared, and those of you who have just get one extra practice. So parents are just going to put this up on the screen, put a timer for 1 minute, and have the student go from left to right as quickly as they can to name the letters. S, J, Z, V, etc. Then parents, for this one, your students aren't not going to look at anything. So you're going to say this word and tell your student to say all the sounds they hear in the word. So for example, if you said nurse, the students should say n, s. If you said higher, they would say I, So they're just making the sounds, not spelling, just making sounds. And you'll just do this for 1 minute and then record how many sounds they've made. I'm sorry, also please record how many letters they say. And then the last one, show them this up on the screen. Again, time for a minute. Ask them to read as many as they can. So students can sound these out. If they could say the whole word, mez. It's up to them. And again, after the minute, please count how many sounds they read. And then you'll click on the attendance button here and type in those numbers for me. This is not for a grade, it's just I like to see how students do at home and see if it's similar to how they do when I test them. And again, we're doing it today for practice for next week because I'll be doing this with students for the beginning of the year assessment. All right, on to math. You all know where your math facts are. So for Thursday, you're going to complete the column first. You have 5 minutes. If you've done it in less than 5 minutes, put the time as well. Then there are 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, to complete in the math book. Your online math, you've been doing all week. You just click on that, click on 1.4 and do the activities. There's the interactive personal trainer there. And then just like last week, that assessment. So you have a page of them this time. So at the end of math, go ahead and see how many you can do in 5 minutes. All right, it's our last day to practice our popcorn words. Does, not, school, and what. And may I also recommend, if you were in kindergarten here last year, go ahead and put in some kindergarten sight words. In reading with students for the DRE2 test, I recognized that a lot of my returning students who had mastered all their kindergarten sight words have forgotten many. So please put in some of those kindergarten heart words back into our first grade popcorn words as we learn those to get those mastered again. There are going to be some overlaps as well, you see, like what, for example. A fun idea on Thursdays, the words that students can read quickly, like popcorn. That's why we call them popcorn words. You want to read them like pop, 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 not sounding them out, like not. No, it should just be not for the popcorn words. You could put a sticker on it. You could put a smiley face on it since they're on the word wall and make it fun. And then the ones that don't have stickers or stars, for example, will get one once it's mastered. All right, so for our practice book, so this is the first time we're going to make a little book to go into our book basket that we made in week 1. So let me show you what that looks like. So here's our story, Jack the Cat. This is page 1, so you're going to take it out of your book. You're going to fold it in half because on the other side is 2 and 3, and then the back would be page number 4. So when you fold it in half, it's going to make a little booklet. You'll practice reading it, and then this goes in your book basket that you made last week, so you have books that you can practice reading during the year. After you've made your book and read it, it's time to complete pages 33 and 35, and the directions are on the pages previous to those. So this is 33, and remembering that realistic fiction is a genre, so the stories are made up, but the characters do things that could happen in real life. So it says that we're going to write the names of the 2 characters. So who could be real in this story? So you just read Jack can. And then what could really happen? So something that they each do that could happen in real life. Then we're going to turn the page to 35, and you'll see these little boxes that says details. And then it says, talk about key details in the story. You can use words and pictures. So what's a detail of something that happened? You could draw a picture, write a word next to it if you would like to. Those of you who would rather draw, you want to write a sentence. But 3 things that happened in the story. Words and pictures, or just words. Then it's time for your spelling test. You're going to go to page 5 in your practice book, and you're going to fold back those words. There's a little dotted line that shows you how. And then a parent is going to say the word to you, and you're going to spell it all by yourself. No clues. Don't look at any previous pages. Spell them all by yourself. Let me show you the page. So on page 5, we're going to fold on the dotted line so that when you do your test, you don't see the words. After you do your test by yourself, you can unfold it, and then you can take a red pencil and write it correctly under it if what you wrote is different than this. That way you can practice how to spell it correctly if you miss any. Are you going to get a really bad grade if you miss some words? No, it's all about learning. So just unfold it and write down any words that you didn't spell correctly the first time under them in red. Again, it's all about learning. That's the most important thing. Learning and trying our best, not always getting everything perfect. All right, then we've got PE. Again, always, you can do it anytime in the hop into the PE class. Remember, fall assignments, quarter 1. We're in week 2, and we're going to click on Thursday. So it's practice skill of the week. So you're going to review how to move around the house. Here are the directions here. Here's some fun ways to be creative about it, and use the rest of your time to go play. So this is showing 30 minutes. If you can do 30 minutes straight, fantastic. If you want to break that down into 2 15s, whatever works for you. And then, of course, you're going to click on the check-in to complete the check-in for the week. And that's Thursday. Have a thankful Thursday. Bye.